Hey YouTube, how you doing? I'm making a video with my husband. This will be the second video this morning with my husband. And with Coda. We're making a video with Coda. Because Coda apparently wants to be on camera. This is going to be a movie review of Green Lantern. So we saw Green Lantern on the midnight showing on opening night / opening morning at 12:01 a.m. And we were really excited about it. And in general, I thought it was actually an okay movie. I'm not going to say it was a bad movie, because it was definitely an okay movie. It wasn't the best movie ever,
Nope.
But it wasn't bad. And I was actually kind of shocked, because I was figured, midnight showing, Green Lantern, there was all this hype and, commercials. I thought the theater would be kind of full, but it wasn't.
Actually, the theater was full. We were seeing it in 3D. The 3D theater wasn't very full, but the actual movie was very full.
Okay. So the non-3D theater was full, but the 3D theater apparently was not that full.
Yes.
It was pretty cool in 3D. I don't think they did the best job of it. Personally, I don't like 3D movies, actually, because I don't like wearing the glasses. And two, I'd rather just watch the movie in 2D on a really nice digital screen, personally, because 3D's neat and all, but a lot of the time, sometimes, things look a little bit blurry. They don't look, 100% right. But anyway, that's just my... Okay. Anyway, so on to the movie review. I was looking forward to it because, one, Ryan Reynolds.
Yup.
How can you not like Ryan Reynolds? He's super hot.
Yup.
I was a bit worried that he wasn't going to be a good Hal Jordan. I thought he'd be the wrong fit. Because there was talk about David Boreanaz, right?
Yep.
David Boreanaz being the Green Lantern. I thought, before we saw it, I thought David Boreanaz would have been a better Hal Jordan. But after seeing it, I thought he did a great job. Like, he was Hal Jordan. Didn't you think he did a good job?
I did.
I thought he did a really good job. That, and you get to see him in an electronically painted-on skin-tight suit.
His ass would not quit.
Which was definitely okay. It was okay, because he has a slamming body.
He does.
So he was good. The other cast members, I thought, the casting in general, I thought was really good. I don't remember all the people's names because I don't really read Green Lantern. Rocky, of course, knows all their names.
Yeah, I actually thought Carol Ferris, played by Blake Lively, she did a really good job. I was surprised they cast someone so young, but I think she did a really good job.
I think she did a good job. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
So now onto the story. I'm not going to give spoilers yet. I'll warn you before I give spoilers. The movie was interesting in the sense that things seemed to happen too quickly, and simultaneously it seemed slow. Do you agree with that?
I do.
It did. It seemed a bit slow, and then the parts that you really were looking forward to were too fast. And this is something that I've noticed a lot in newer movies, and I think it's because they're just so heavily dependent on the CGI, and that costs crap tons of money, that they have this, what's supposed to be a super epic battle scene that probably cost them $1 bazillion, but it's only like 1 minute long.
Yeah. Because
it cost them $1 billion to do like 1 minute. And it's sad because, especially like, the final epic battle at the end of the movie really was over in a couple minutes. Like, it was like, the whole movie's like, oh, I don't know if I'm the right Green Lantern, blah, 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 blah. And then this force comes that the Green Lantern Corps can't take care of, and all of a sudden,
Spoiler.
Oh, yes. Shit. Okay, now I'm going to go to spoilers. So, the final epic battle scene with Parallax. People already knew it was Parallax, though, right? And if you read the comics, you know that he's supposed to be this great force the Green Lantern Corps can't, take care of or whatever. But in the end, Hal Jordan is like, oh, I don't know if I can be Green Lantern, blah, 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 I'm not good. And then all of a sudden he takes care of Parallax like in 5 seconds. And it's just like, that was it. It was like the end of Smallville, where he's fighting Darkseid and you expect this epic battle, but all he does is punch him once and then he flies up and pushes Apocalypse out of the way and it's over in 30 seconds. It's like, what the hell? That was supposed to be some epic fight scene. Which is why I think the cartoons do it a little bit better. Like when the Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, what was that one? Apocalypse. That animated movie, where he has like a huge battle with Darkseid like at the end. Like that's what I want to see.
Or even Green Lantern First Flight, which we saw.
Or even Green Lantern First Flight, if you haven't seen that one.
It's a really good movie.
It's a really good movie. Really good animated movie, which has nice big battles and everything. But yeah, and that wasn't, and the epic battle at the end wasn't the only thing that was cut short. Like they did a train scene on Oa, and you expected, literally, if you take it at face value of what happened in the movie, he trained for probably 2 hours to become a Green Lantern. And that's it. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't really even a montage. It was literally just like, oh, you know, punch, punch, make a construct. Oh, I give up. It's like, what the hell? You should, you know, your Green Lantern Corps is basically the military, right? You should be in training for like a while. But even despite all those problems, it's still worth seeing, I think. I think you should go see it. If you're a comic book geek, you should go see it. Although if you're a true comic book geek, you're probably pissed off.
Yep.
Because all true comic book geeks are always pissed off at every single comic book movie. But it's still worth seeing. I thought it was a fun movie. I don't recommend paying the $15 to see it in 3D. I mean, just pay like the $9 and see it in normal. But go see it. Do you have any final thoughts on Green Lantern?
I think Green Lantern, the director and the writer, which I'm disappointed in because I think Jeff Johns should have known better. Iron Man did it right. They focused on Tony Stark. I think Green Lantern had too many plots happening at once. I think Green Lantern was trying to bring in so many characters, and the real major fight we wanted to see as a comic book person would have been Green Lantern versus Sinestro.
Yes.
So,
But they did set it up for...
spoiler.
Well, we've already passed the spoilers.
Okay, I'm just saying.
But spoilers, they did set it up for the next movie where Sinestro puts on the yellow ring.
Make sure you
at the end of
stay
the credits.
to the end.
Stay to the end of the credits. We didn't. We were told about it later.
Dang it.
But because we had to pee.
Yep.
And it was like really early in the morning. We had to go to bed.
That was another thing too, actually. The movie was only 1:45.
Yeah, the movie was an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And you can tell by the way it was edited that they chopped out huge chunks of the movie. And you're wondering, why did they chop out so much of the movie if it wasn't long? Like, if it was 2.5 hours, I could understand why you start cutting stuff out, because it's too long. But an hour and 45 minutes?
Yeah, that's not
And
enough time. To establish a
CGI
whole
budgets. They totally did it because of CGI budget. They were, you know, leveraging, you know, computer-generated stuff too much.
Yeah.
When there could have been more, you know, actual plot
That's true.
and character development and stuff.
Yeah. Oh. Hopefully they'll do better in the second movie. Like, I told Scott that X-Men, I didn't care for the first X-Men film, but the second one was really, really good.
True, because the first X-Men basically was set up,
Right.
and the second X-Men, they just went straight into it.
And, like, I feel the same way about The Dark Knight. I think Dark Knight was a better film than Batman Begins.
Yes, because they were able to go straight into it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know,
So-
the same could be true about Green Lantern too, because obviously he's going to fight, you know, the Sinestro Corps. And since we already know who Hal Jordan is, we know who the Green Lanterns are, they can just go straight into it. And just have, you know, and hopefully this time they'll do it right and not rely on CGI so much and be able to spend more on epic battles and fight scenes and stuff.
Right.
So I am looking forward to Green Lantern 2. This experience didn't put me off to it or anything.
Right, me too.
Like, I think they have potential of really kicking butt in the second movie.
Right.
So.
That's true.
Anything else to say?
I'm good.
Okay, we're done. Okay, that is our review for Green Lantern. Till next time, YouTube, love and bubbles.